Oftentimes life can get busy and sometimes we forget the value in friendships, but it's also hard navigating friendships sometimes. And joining me now is Dr. Shiela Little. She is a life coach. Before we get into this conversation about navigating friendships, I like what you were saying to me before about life. Life is an acronym. Can you kind of explain that for me?
Yes, so I say I'm a life coach, and life is an acronym. So it's the love of self, your interactions with others, your focus, and your emotions or your energy.
Yeah. How did that become a big part of what you do?
Oh, just over time, working as a therapist. So I have 20 years as a therapist. I realized that these are the 4 areas that I feel like need to be updated, right, in our life. Our love of self, we can work on that. But then when we start to interact with people, we can kind of feel like we're stepping back. A lot of us have issues with focus in our career and our business. And then emotions, getting back into relationship with our emotions, because so many people have lived in survival mode. Right. Or emotionally detached. So energy and emotions are truly big.
I think what you just said kind of, fogs people's sight of friendships. And one of the questions or one of the things that people say is that making friends as an adult is hard, but I feel like a lot of what you just said plays a role in that.
A lot of people feel like making friendships as an adult is hard, but I don't think we really realize why.
Exactly.
And a big part of it is really just because of when we first made friendships.
Yeah.
Right? We made friendships when we were very young, and it was based off of proximity. Yeah. Right? We were in the same classroom. Our mothers were friends.
Sure.
We lived in the same neighborhood. So proximity, it really took. It didn't take a lot, right?
I saw you,
and it created the conversation. We're at school, so we know what we're going to talk about, right?
Yes,
if you coming over to our house, you know we're going to talk about you, the neighbor, right? Yeah. So there was not a lot of effort.
Sure.
And so I think that when we think about adult friendships, we have to go back to our origin story of where did we get our definition of what a friend is and what really friendships are, right? And that is what makes it more challenging.
How do you get to the root of what a friend is? I guess it would be based on each individual person, huh?
Yeah, so I actually created a framework, right? And let's call it friends.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Because I do think that, like I said, if we can go to the origin, that's the first part, understand proximity. Now we have to update or have some type of audit, right, of how can we see friends. So F, right? Okay. So it's an acronym, so each letter stands for something. Okay. So we're gonna say F.
Okay.
We would think forgiveness, right?
Yes.
But a lot of times people don't know how to forgive.
And that's true.
So let's look at F as flexible and free. I had a best friend, she was single when I met her, right? I had the kids. Yeah. She got married, she became a wife, she became a mom. So I had to learn how to be flexible and give her freedom to grow into these roles, right? And that took a lot of forgiveness, because it was times I'm like, girl, I want to hang out with you. And she's like, no. And I'm like, is you my friend still?
Right.
So we had to grow.